What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Thursday, February 13th, 2025, and I'm just going out into the deep woods, into a wilderness area to check on my cameras, my game cameras. So I thought I would just take you guys along for the adventure. I have to replace some batteries on my deep woods game cam. The batteries drained out. They've basically been in use for about a year, and we had a couple of nights in January that went down to -10. So the batteries drained out. So I gotta go and replace the batteries, and I'm gonna put up a new camera in an area where there's been a lot of deer and elk activity recently. So hope you guys enjoy the footage from north central Pennsylvania. We got some snow coming down now. Absolutely beautiful. I know some people hate snow, but I think it's beautiful and it's fun to drive into, especially off-road. It's really fun. So, hope you guys enjoy. Look at the snow covering the road. It's about 29 degrees right now in this area here. The beautiful snow. It's funny, there's like some blue sky up there. That's like typical Pennsylvania weather. You got like blue sky 1 minute and then whiteout blizzard the next. Absolutely crazy weather. Wow, look at this snow. So pretty. This area always gets more snow than surrounding areas. Anytime I come here, there's always so much snow. It's like its own microclimate. Snow's really coming down hard. Temperatures are supposed to drop tonight. There's an Arctic front coming through. The last couple days have been a little bit warm. Now there's an Arctic front coming. Look at this road. Just covered in snow. Looks like in the woods probably about 6 inches or more of snow. It's a pretty good amount. It's really coming down now. Camera doesn't really show it, but it's coming down pretty hard. roads are just solid ice and snow. The temperature went above 0 today, so there was a little bit of melting going on, and then you got temperatures falling and then snow on top. Makes for sketchy driving. I'm actually in rear-wheel drive right now. Should probably switch to 4 high, but I don't have time. The sun's going down. I don't want to be out here at night with the Wendigos and Bigfoots. Gotta watch out for the Wendigos this time of year. Snow's coming down hard. It's always bad when you see a sign like this, no winter maintenance. Let's just go out and check the conditions of the road before I continue. I've actually gotten stuck here with my car one time. This road is notoriously sketchy, but it's actually not bad. My biggest concern is that there's like solid ice under the snow, but there is like crusty snow under, but it's enough to bite into. My truck can bite into it. It's not like slick or anything. So let's continue on. It was real windy today, so I gotta watch out for any kind of logs or anything blown down. I could feel my truck sliding because there's ice underneath the snow. I could definitely feel the truck sliding around. Might have to throw it into low gear. Got some turns coming up. Just gotta go slow here because there's a little, I can hear the ice crunching. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You can hear the ice crunching. Gotta go slow because there's a little drop off here on the left. I don't want to slide down into the woods there. There's actually like a little swamp here too. Got a little swamp over here. I don't want to drive into the swamp. That would be bad. Gotta make it up this little hill here. Gotta give her some gas. And it's pretty slick. I'm having to give it a pretty good amount of gas to go up this little hill here. It's pretty slick. Even in low 4, I'm sliding around. Feel it sliding. Got our first blow down here. Look at that. crunchy stuff here. It's just a crunchy, crusty mess. Really crunchy. You can hear all that ice crunching. Wow. Welcome to Pennsylvania. The good news is under this snow and ice on this road, there's not a lot of ruts. They actually fixed this road last year, so it's not really rutty and muddy or anything, but last winter this road was just full of deep mud pits. It's pretty sketchy going through here in the winter, especially. It's underneath that snow and ice, you know, you have deep mud and you can get stuck. We're getting close to the camera though. It's just taking a while. I don't want to slide out and smash into a stone or something on the side here. Get body damage or something. So gotta go 10 miles an hour, but we're getting close. I'm the first one here on this road. There's no tire tracks here. This is a section of the road that used to be so muddy. You can actually see some of the bumps here. They fixed it up. There's still some bumps, but it's solid underneath. It's all like, you know, whatever, gravel or whatever they used. A little branch here. Gonna run it over carefully so I don't scratch my truck. There's some like slush here. Wow. There's a little bit of slush there. Got this crusty snow. Truck's down there. Gonna go fast. Just gotta change the batteries. Look how creepy it is here. Super creepy. Being the only one out here. Alright guys, I'm at the camera. Let's change those batteries. There's no one out here but me. All right, guys, so changed the batteries. They're working now. Look how creepy it is here. Wow. I'm the only one here in the last probably day or so. There's no animal tracks here. Got my Glock 20 just in case. We're walking on an oil pipeline here. Saw a massive bear here last summer. Walking on this crusty snow definitely wears you out. Let's boogie back to the truck. Just to show you guys how dark it is without the spotlight. Look at that. Pitch black. The wind is really picking up. Like the wind was so strong, blew over this marker here. Warning, high pressure petroleum. Look at that. I'm actually not scared. I'm kind of just dramatizing. It's always important to control your emotions, especially in wilderness settings. You know, panicking is never a good thing. But yeah, I'm just joking. I don't really get afraid of the woods at night. I've been in the woods so long. It doesn't bother me at all. I guess if there were grizzlies here, maybe I would be a little freaked out. Black bears are hibernating, so only thing to worry about here maybe starving coyotes or a stray wolf or mountain lion. That's about all, but I got my Glock 20, so look at that snow, wind. It's insane. Arctic front. It's actually best to let your eyes adjust. That's what I always do, especially when there's snow on the ground. It looks pitch black on camera, but I can actually see really well because the snow reflects the light. Whatever light there is, which is not much, you can actually see pretty good. Almost at the truck. And walking on this crusty snow is like walking on beach sand. Kind of tires you out. That's why I'm kind of out of breath. It's like 4 or 5 inches of crusty snow. There's my truck over there. One of the worst things you can do in a snowy environment like this, if you're hunting or hiking, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, worst thing you can do, dropping your keys in the snow. You would be totally screwed, especially if it's like fluffy powder. Look, the snow's already filling in my tracks. I was just here like 20 minutes ago. My tracks are already being filled in by the snow. But if it's like deep powder, like 1 or 2 feet of powder, you drop your keys, man, you're in trouble. So always keep your keys in a secure location. Same thing with your phone or wallet. I always keep them in a zippered pocket. Not in any like open pockets, you know, because you could sit down or something and it could slide out. If You put it in your jacket in like an open jacket pocket. Keys could slip out when you take your jacket off or you move around. So just a little tip there. Just heard some rustling in the woods here. Maybe it's a Wendigo. She's just waiting for me to start her up. You can see the snow better now. Anytime you go out in the wilderness like this, always make sure you have a satellite phone and appropriate recovery gear, especially if you're going with a vehicle, a winch and recovery boards in case you get stuck. The minimum recovery boards and a shovel. You know, recovery boards can really save you. I got stuck on this road last winter. I had some semi-bald all-terrain tires that came with the truck. There was like 2 feet of snow. I'm gonna leave a link to the video where I actually got stuck and I was digging myself out. It was much colder though. It's like 25 now, but you can see it's really windy and the temps are dropping, but it was like 7 degrees and just lots and lots of wind. I had to dig myself out. I didn't have a winch set up yet. So what's interesting is I don't see any deer tracks or elk tracks or coyote tracks, nothing. Which means that all the wildlife are hunkering down. You can only go like 10 miles an hour. Otherwise I start to slide. Look at that scratcher right there. You see that stick sticking out the side? I don't know why someone doesn't just move it out of the way. That'll just scratch the crap out of your clear coat. You slid into that. Got like stones and earth on the side of the road here. So I don't want to slide out and smash into that. So just going slow, but man, look at this snow coming down. Gonna set up another camera over here somewhere and then we'll be out of here. So you got like probably an inch or two of powder snow on top of crusty frozen snow, and it just makes you slide like crazy, even though it's not deep or particularly icy. But wow, look at that wind here. Check that out. Look at that. Look, my tire tracks are already covered. You see that? Just barely make them out. Already covered. It's another little survival tip. If somebody's pursuing you, it's best to make your move during a snowstorm. This way your tracks get covered in the snow. That's actually what a famous Polish guy with a bunch of his European friends did to escape from a Siberian gulag. You can look up Sławomir Rawicz, spelled Slawomir Rawicz. Sławomir Rawicz. He escaped from a Siberian gulag. He was a Polish military officer, and you know, going to a gulag is essentially a death sentence. And there were some Germans and Lithuanians and other Europeans that were sentenced to the gulags as well. And he banded together with them, and they escaped in the middle of a blizzard in Siberia. And the reason they did that was because they knew it would be impossible for the guards to track them in the deep snow, and the dogs would have a really difficult time. You know, you're talking knee-high snow. Forget about dogs, you know, and most of the guards would probably not want to venture out too far in those conditions. So he obviously prepared for it. He stitched together like leather boots and stuff like that, and he made his move when there was a blizzard, just like this one right here. He escaped in the middle of the blizzard, and he walked all the way, I believe, to India. He walked across the Gobi Desert. It's a crazy story. It's totally true too. He wrote a book about it. You can read the book, or there's also a movie about it with Colin Farrell. It's called The Way Back. The Way Back, from I think 2010 or 2012, with Colin Farrell. Really good movie, and it's based on Sławomir Rawicz. Now, another thing too, if you're going out in places like this by yourself in the winter, obviously have warm clothing. You know, that's common sense. Fire starting equipment. I have my survival bag with me, my bug out bag, which has everything. Satellite phones, survival stuff. But definitely you want to make sure you have everything you need from a survival standpoint in case you get stuck, vehicle breaks down, something like that. You know, so water, obviously, and obviously flashlights too. Now, I always carry a chainsaw with me and a fire extinguisher in case I gotta cut a log out of the way, or carry a chain so if I gotta pull a log or some tree that fell over, I can pull it out of the way, and a chainsaw. You can hear all that crunchy crap. Listen to that. It's crazy. Listen to that. Alright guys, I just dropped another camera. Conditions are really deteriorating out here. Look at all the snow. Look at this. I would have liked to put the camera a little deeper, but I don't feel like walking all the way over there. This tree looks good. This will be good enough for now. It's getting really icy here. This is insane. Getting real icy. Gotta go slow so I don't slide out. Everything's freezing up. But at least it's flat. Had a couple of tough spots back there. It was a little bit slippery. Some of the turns, my truck was going a little bit sideways, but it started to slide just a little bit. The tires were spinning on this small uphill part. I mean, even here I'm going super slow and my tires are spinning out a little. Luckily this is all flat, so I could put tire chains on, but didn't really feel like it today. It's just a quick in and out trip. Look at all the snow. This is insane. Got a little log over here. Gotta gently go over. Someone drove through here probably this morning or yesterday when the snow was slushy, and now it's all crusted up. It's actually worse when you drive in those tire treads when you're off-road, because it makes your tires kind of bounce around because the sides of the tire treads froze. So it kind of like forces your tires into those treads. It's actually better to drive on your own fresh snow. It's already sliding. Crazy. This is totally insane. You can see he slid out over here. Look. He slid out over here. Going like 8 miles an hour. Just taking it slow. Don't really feel like having to winch myself or use recovery boards. It doesn't look bad, but it's freaking slick. Just want to show you guys the conditions here. Look at this. So you got all this snow. It's like powder with crust, a couple inches, and then underneath you have solid ice. You can see my tires bit into it, but it hasn't fully frozen yet. I would not want to go on that road I was just on later tonight, because it's all going to freeze solid and there'll be absolutely zero traction. We're on the main road already. It's deceiving too, because you always have the snow drifts. Like right here, it's probably 1 or 2 feet deep, but over here maybe just 4 or 5 inches, and that's how I got stuck last year. I drove into a snow drift, underestimated the depth. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of my hunting and outdoor content, check out my hunting and outdoor playlists. And until the next time, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's. Prepare, practice, and persevere. No, this is not a off-road trail. This is a major road here, double yellow. Look at this. Plows don't really come here too much. Such a remote area. Road's just getting covered. I just saw someone drive by with a sedan, and man, they're brave. So you get stuck out here, you're screwed. You're on your own. Sedan is not easy to get out of a ditch if you slide into one. 4-wheel drive, at least if you get stuck, you can unstuck yourself a lot easier than a sedan, because you got all 4 wheels turning. Crazy conditions. Pretty much the only one on this road now.